Local Poultry Farm now. Yesterday we had so many people commenting about the topic we had. That is people that are saying that a tray of local eggs cannot go for 30,000 shillings. And even the people that were complaining that they have a lot of eggs, people tell them that they sell them 30,000 shillings, and that is all a myth. It doesn't happen. They sell them about 10,000 or of a sort. So today we are going to talk about almost the same thing. Now I want to give you guys a trick. Okay, I want you to give some tricks when you're doing local poultry, and this is the exact reason why we tell you to always come to Mia Local Poultry Farm to get this knowledge, to train your people, train your farmers, and get to learn everything even before you start. Now, what are these tricks that I'm going to give you? But before I give you those tricks, please welcome to another exciting episode of The Farm With Us, where we answer all your questions in our classroom. Still, today we are not in the classroom, but these are the classroom sessions. Mia Local Poultry Farm is located along along Fort Potro Road in a place called Rwibale. That is Chenjojo District, Western Uganda. I think it's about 200 kilometers from Kampala. So for all of you guys who have come to work with us, those of you who have come to book local chicken with us, we deal in only and only local chicken. So call us when you need 1 day old chicks, call us when you need 1 month old chicks, the hens or the roosters. You know those hens at a point of lay, roosters for eating, just give us that call. Now, without wasting a lot of time, I don't want this video to be too long. It's going to be very short. Now, what are we going to talk about today? It's going to be a very simple topic that we're going to talk about today. Now, I want to give you a simple trick, like I told you. Now, what trick is this? Now, most of you, when you go for the trainings, that 1 day training, I don't know where they train you from, but these people will tell you so many things, okay? And in most cases, more than 90% of these people, all they need is money, to take money from you. Because the more you buy these chicks, the more they get money, okay? And then when you people do your calculations and they tell you, you know, you can get a lot from it, you can get this, you can get that, then you start multiplying. You are like, okay, if I have 50 birds and I'm getting this kind of profits, what if I have 500 birds? What if I have 1,000 birds? What if I start with 2,000 birds? And so on. Now, you people are going to fall into a very big mess, okay? Now, those numbers, like we tell you that a tray of eggs, local fertilized eggs, is 30,000 shillings. Now, when you have 100 trays per day, no one is going to buy these eggs, because you don't have the capacity, you don't have the market of the people that are going to buy those eggs. So, what do I advise you? Please don't start up with big numbers of birds. Don't. You're going to fall into a mess, okay? When you come to Mia Local Poultry Farm, we shall give you all the calculations. Now, when you're doing local poultry, why should you start with 2,000 birds? Okay, 1,500, 3,000 local birds. Why? Okay, because I'll give you a simple calculation. Now, assuming you start with let's say 1,000 birds, okay? 1,000 birds, at the end of 4 months, you're going to remain with 500 hens. Because remember, when we give you the 1,000 birds, you're going to have cocks, you're going to have hens. So if we count at a ratio of 50-50, that means out of the 1,000 birds, you're going to have about 500 hens and 500 cocks. Now let's assume we sell all the cocks away from our farm, and we remain with 500 hens that are going to be laying. Now, if you have 500 laying hens at your farm, okay, what is going to happen? These chicken, I tell you, they lay, these hens, they lay at a percentage of about 70 to 80%. Now, assuming they are laying at a percentage of 70%, okay, and you have 500 birds, okay, let's just do some very simple calculations. If you have 500 laying birds and they are laying at a rate of 70%, you're going to be having about, I think, 350 birds. Now, if you have 350, eggs, Now, if you have 350 eggs every day, that means in a week you're going to have about 2,400, something like that, 2,300, 2,400. Now, when you take all those chicks into the hatchery, that means you're going to come out, that is only 7 days. You're going to come out with about 2,000 one-day-old birds. Now, me, a local poultry farm, has tested time. We have been there for long. We have the clients, because for us we hatch 2,000, between 2,300 to 2,500 chicks, okay, every week. And we have the clients. Now, you who is just starting, okay, you know you're just starting, you don't have the clients that are going to buy those chicks. Where are you going to put those chicks? Okay, this is why I encourage you. Even us, when we started, we didn't start with 1,000 birds. We didn't start with 2,000 birds. The other day, there is a client who was calling, a client who called me and said he wants to book 2,500 one-day-old chicks. And when I asked this person, the person had no idea about local poultry. He says, you always tell us when we buy birds from you, training is free. Yes, training is free. But me, I suggest, even before you tell us to book for you those birds, before you even go ahead to give us that money, yes, we need the money. But even before you go ahead to pay for these birds, to book these birds, to give us your money, please first sit down and calculate. You are taking 2,500 birds. How much money are they going to feed? Because we calculate for you the daily feeding rate in terms of money and feeds, in terms of kilograms and in terms of money, that's Uganda shillings or dollars. Now, you need to weigh yourself and know, are you able to sustain these birds for about 6 months before collecting any money from them? Okay, we don't know your income status. Some of you have the money, some of you don't have the money. I don't want to give you my birds and then at 2 or 3 months you have invested so much millions into them, and then you are selling them cheaply because you can not feed them. Okay, so this is why we tell you that please come to me, a local poultry farm. If you come and buy the birds from us, we shall give you free training. I emphasize this, we give you free training. Even if you buy 50 chicks, even if you buy 100, even if you buy 500, we shall give you free training. Okay, and we shall tell you everything you need to know, and we shall farm with you. You're not going to find this from anywhere. At me, a local poultry farm, once you buy birds from us, once you buy these one-day-old chicks or 1 month-old chicks, we farm with you until we know that you can sustain yourself, that you know what you need to do. Okay, until we are so much satisfied that you can identify which disease has attacked your birds, how to treat that disease, what kind of medicine do you need, are you able to follow the vaccination routine even without us calling you to remind you. Until we know you at that stage, then we wish you luck and we leave you to continue with the business. But we don't want you to give you chicks and then you call us, we are pretending that we are busy like other people do. Okay, you call someone, it's like you bought goods once bought are not returnable, and that's the only thing they will tell you. No, we don't do that at Mia Local Poultry Farm. Every person we give birds, we follow you up right from day one. How are you feeding these birds? Do you have enough drinkers? Do you have enough feeders? How have you set up your brooder? Do you have enough heat in there? Until we know, yes, we are done with 1 month, now we go to 2nd month. What formula are you using? Are you mixing the right formula for your birds? Because some people like shortcuts. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. Now, the trick I was trying to give you here is, one, when you want to deal with the local birds, pure local birds, okay, the first trick is, where is the money in the local birds? Selling one-day-old chicks, selling 1 month-old chicks. You may not yield a lot of money from fertilized eggs. You see, you people, I don't want you people to come here and tell you that, okay, a tray is this much. Yes, a tray of fertilized local eggs, we sell it or we buy it whenever we need them at 30,000 shillings. But it doesn't mean that if you produce 100 trays, if you produce 50 trays per day, you're going to get clients that are going to buy these eggs. Because these eggs, like I tell you, they are not for human consumption. I always tell you this, always and always. These eggs, you cannot keep them for long. Once an egg is fertilized, it will last for only 14 days. Okay, now if the egg is going to last for only 2 weeks, where are you going to get people to consume these eggs? Okay, and even when you sell them for consumption, they're going to give you very little money, because me, if I'm going to consume an egg, I know an egg costs 500 shillings at the supermarket or at the retail shop. Now, how are you going to convince me to buy your egg at let's say 1,000 shillings? How able are you to convince me to buy that egg at 1,000 shillings? It's going to be a tug of war. You're not going to get people who are going to buy these eggs from you. So anyway, there's a lot of sun where I am. I'm trying to look for a shade where I can record this. I think here is much better. Now, as I conclude, I told you the trick is, number one, try to buy the birds that you can manage. Number two, okay, you know that when you buy 1,000 birds, you're going to have 500 male and 500 female or hens. Out of the 500, calculate when they start laying. You're going to be collecting a lot of eggs. Okay, now to me, if you're just starting, I would advise you to start with, let's say 500 birds, or even 300, or even 400. Okay, because you know, if you have 500 birds, you know you're going to be having about 250 hens, okay, laying hens. Now when you have 250 laying hens, what's going to happen? You are going to be collecting about 170 eggs per day. Now 170 eggs per day, I think that's about 1,000 and something, like 1,300 eggs in a week. Now when you put those eggs into the incubator, even if you have not seen someone to buy them at wholesale, all of them, and you'd said to hatch these eggs for yourself, what is going to happen is that you yourself, you'll be able to collect maybe about 800 or 900 chicks. Okay, that's after hatchery, and then these chicks are going to be easier for you to sell them because they're not so many, but you're going to be yielding a lot of money. Even if each chick you are selling it at 2,000 shillings, at me, a local poultry farm, we sell it at 3,000 shillings. But even if you're selling at 2,000 shillings, let's just calculate how much money that is. Okay, if you have about 800 birds and you're selling them at 2,000 shillings, that is 1.6 million Ugandan shillings. Now 2.6 million Ugandan shillings in only 1 week. That makes you to get about more than 5 million, okay, more than 6 million shillings per month out of your 250 laying birds. But how do you get to the 250 laying birds? We said you have to book 500 birds, then sell off the 250 cocks and remain with the 250 female or hens. Okay, even if you started with only 300 birds and then you have about 150 laying birds and you're collecting 100 eggs per day, that is very okay. That is very fine. So people, this business of saying that I have a lot of trays, I have 100 trays of eggs, I don't have where to sell them, people like to ask that there is a market, there is no market. Please, even before you start, even if your chickens have not started laying, start looking for the market. This is how we started. Okay, you collaborate with your other farmers. You cannot sustain this industry. You cannot be alone in this industry. I tell you this every day. Okay, so what am I trying to mean here? If you have your birds that are not laying, but you're getting customers, you're looking for customers who want fertilized eggs, okay, what do? Even if you call us, me, a local poultry farm, do you have some fertilized eggs? I have a client who needs them. We shall give you at a discount. Okay, now when you give you these eggs at a discount and you give them to your client, then you're going to be getting clients like that. But if they call you and you don't have them, then no one is going to come back. But if you're sourcing them from elsewhere and you tell them that you have, you make sure you give them very, very good eggs. Okay, I tell you always, you have to give out the eggs or the chicks that are from a reliable source. Not any chicks, not every Tom, Dick and Harry that comes and says they have a local chicken, you're going to take eggs, you're going to take one day old chicks from them. No, These chicks are going to die. I told you the most serious disease we have in poultry is called inbreeding. How inbreeding comes about, you people, this has become like, I think, a daily bread, a daily topic that we talk about here. Now, as I conclude, I just want to encourage you people, please start with what you can. Okay? Don't wait to start with 2,000 birds and then you have 200 trays of eggs and you think anyone is going to come and buy them at 30,000 shillings. And even when something is too much in plenty, they're going to buy them cheaply. Okay? So I think the next time, the next episode, let's talk about marketing, because most of you want to know much about marketing. So I think let's talk about marketing in the next episode, so that we can know how do we sell these eggs, where do we sell these eggs, which kind of people buy these eggs, and what do they do with these eggs. Okay? Because what we want to do, we want to cut off the middlemen. I want you to be able to sell those eggs to the person who needs to hatch those eggs. Okay? Because now, if there is a middleman, he's going to buy these eggs cheaply from you, let's say 20,000 shillings. Okay? And then sell them 30,000 shillings per tray. Now, he's getting more than 10,000 shillings and he's not doing anything. You need this money. So let's talk about marketing. How are you going to market your one-day-old chicks? How you market your 1-month-old chicks? How you market your fertilized eggs? So if you guys need us to talk about that topic, please just send us a comment, send us a message on your send us a text message on our WhatsApp numbers. I repeat, our number is 0705 958 172. I repeat, 0705 198 0705 958 172. 0705 958 172. Okay, I love you so much, Hope Boy from Kumi. You are one of the best viewers. Every time we send in a video, you're always there waiting to watch it, and we love you so much. We cannot wait to see you start. You promised us that you're going to be starting 2026. So when you're starting, please come to me at Local Poultry Farm. I believe we shall have something for you. So whenever, Hope Boy from Kumi, whenever you want to start up, we shall be giving some packages to our exciting viewers, thanking you for trusting us. So Hope Boy from Kumi, we love you so much. I think it's called Bernard Hope Boy. Yes, from Kumi. We have your number already. Yes, we love you so much, and we cannot wait to see you people start. So all of you guys, we are here to train you. We are here to not only motivate you, but to tell you to start. 2026 should not leave you the same person you were in 2025. Okay? So we love you so much. Bye-bye.